be more honest.
Yes.
I don't understand why the Terizla was picked up instead of the Paquito, right? Because the Paquito makes a lot of sense, and Lord JM plays so well with it.
Yeah.
I feel like they already
So
had
weird.
so many tanky heroes. They didn't exactly need the Terizla, but
Okay.
let's give them benefits.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's their
let's
choice.
give it a chance.
They're gonna be playing.
Let's see how it goes. Game number 1. It's MINANA versus RSG. Now we're looking at our junglers both taking their oranges. I say if we go back on the index as we're trying to break down the choice of MINANA EVOS, I think it's more of the team fight composition, but slowly going to early to mid. I don't know how will that actually blend with the rotation of RSG has.
Well, if you look at MINANA, there's 3 huge frontliners available for them, but only Lancy as well as the Claude for their backline damage. That's the reason why they're so behind on the index, and the index has rarely been wrong as for recent. So
Is that true?
Really?
Yeah, you have to look at the tape. You want to look at the tapes? Yeah.
Okay. But how about the emblem build? Is there something different here, Wolf, that you're seeing?
Well, I did notice that the Aqua went for Impure Age and Weapons Master instead of the Inspire, which means that he is definitely going for the big damn, as a
Big
Bear Bro
damn.
would say.
The big damn emblem.
Ah, yes, the fellow Bear Bro.
Yeah, the fellow Bear Bro.
Oh yeah. So it's more on to the penetration. It's more on to amplifying his kits on the item. So I say it's gonna be a busy Gord going around the map just to get his items. It's just what he's doing right now, just circling mostly on the bottom lane.
Yeah, I know Gord lost last game, last series, but he's still 6 out of 7. That's still a pretty good win rate, so that means the damage is very reliable here.
Yeah, speaking of, oh,
Force
that's
a flicker.
forced out the resource out of Lord JM though, and also forced a rotation down bottom. But in the meantime, we're looking at 2 junglers eyeing on the first objective. That's a jump, Brockhart.
Yeah, you see the big difference that they're playing right now. Aqua with the flicker forward. Very aggressive for the first blood.
Whoa. Okay, Aqua setting the pace. Looks like RSG has more ways.
And that's a secure straight into that turtle. This is the reason why Wolf just cringed, right? You're seeing it right here. The
Yeah.
evidence is so apparent 2 minutes into the game that they don't have any sort of control in early to mid. Maybe in the late game with this Claude, but other than that, it is open hunting season for RSG.
Even the world's best Terizla will struggle in that scenario. And you cannot blame Lord JM for being in a bad spot this time and not able to contribute to the team fight. It's because he's facing up against the Xborg. Xborg will win that matchup almost any time of the day. There will be some teams that are fond of the Terizla, even despite the Xborg being available. But it's far too easy for the Xborg to have a lot of impact in a team fight, especially the first team fight, which generally happens during the first turtle timing.
Okay, speaking of turtle timing, just by looking at the items, they're going with a slow and steady pace here. RSG's on the lead with 1.3k, and I just want more coverage of the map right now, and just having things set up for them.
Yeah, the minor advantage that you get, the enhanced advantage rather that you get when you get that first turtle is not negligible anymore. So that's something that really is going to start to make marks here, especially on their laners, gold lane and XP lane. Itemization, the penetration's better now, obviously, for the Beatrix, as well as the export.
RSG is gonna just be grouping up. They now have access to 2 lanes for Eman. You can see that this is gonna be a problem for the Claude because, Eman will have his flash farming capability, sped up. As you're noticing.
That's gotta hurt.
That's gotta hurt for sure.
BOD 4 minutes.
So, let's go ahead and check that out. The main goal right now, apparently, of MINANA is survival of Lord JM. Remember, Lord JM already used the flicker here, so yeah, he's very vulnerable, at least for the next few seconds, where it is now up. And now, MINANA can actually think of getting something done here, although Light is doing a good job zoning everyone out, trying to get into the pit here, making sure that RSG will secure turtle number 2.
MINANA EVOS went for the top lane.
Look at the top. Oh,
Dive.
Oh, wow.
Are
That's
able to take it.
massive.
Yep. But they did have to give up the turtle control.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of control, that's another knock-up.
Oh my
Boom,
god.
boom, boom. Goes the Dynamite. Domeng. Quick revenge here coming in from Light as well as Aqua for that hit on Eman.
What a way to start the fights, right? Light with the suplex. Eventually, Aqua will be utilizing his projectile. And they are just boxing out. The top lane, paving the way for Eman to be back at top. And now, RSG will have the control of the game once more.
Yeah, speaking of control, they are also in control of the lead, slowly building onto 2K. Now we're 1.7, and Light on a conceal though. He's sensing something. Sensing
He
two!
missed on the Earth Shatter. That's
no.
a big no-no. Flicker out just for safety. Oh, but nice follow-up there from Aqua. I love what he did there. Making sure that, you know, they can't do a really scary dive. Which RSG, if you know them from history, they can dive very, very well.
Yeah.
Especially with, of course, this Edith.
Yeah, the lineup, the nature of the lineup of RSG, no matter that Light loses a suplex or trying to hunt someone down from the bush, the follow-up itself of the projectile on this gourd could just really make a massive stun or even a hold. Oh,
look
Earth
at
Shatter!
that. Oh man, Light made up for that missed Earth Shatter with a good one. Although a lot of resources already used up by Minana just to stay alive, means that maybe, just maybe, RSG still got the better of that last exchange.
And this is going to be really good for Panda squad, you know? Especially because now they're setting up for the third turtle of the game with almost 2,000 gold in the lead. It's going to be easy for them to get back into action, especially because Nats is a level ahead of Lord JM.
Ooh.
Yes, this is just the natural progression
Yeah.
that an
Natural.
X-Borg has against a Turisla.
Natural, baby.
Oh, look at this. Nanda, though, very aggressive
Okay.
position on this turtle. It's like
Oh,
they're
Brusco.
daring RSG to go in.
Oh!
Brusco, nice two-man Tyrant's Rage, secures Boyet, that turtle, and the fight will be ongoing. So the knockup means that that's going to be Brusco going down. Was that worth it for Minana, though? It felt like it was.
It was, because they're trailing behind. Taking out the turtle means that they will have extra gold across the map. And they only lose the roamer anyway, so it's not the biggest of deals, right? So overall, I think Minana, even when it wasn't perfect, they still are happy with that result.
Yeah, speaking of results, and even to go back to the nature of their own composition, it's more likely on the team fights, right? Hold that thought, penalty zone.
1v2. We've seen Emma or Nats do this over and over again.
Woo!
Down goes the Appraiser's Raft. Pushed
Yeah.
in, or pulled in rather, by the Man Explosion.
Woo!
And he's going to survive, at least for now. But here comes wave number 2. Oh, we got back
They
up though.
overstayed.
Light is there. That could have been bad.
Yeah.
Good thing they had good presence of mind in that last one.
Yeah, good response onto the bottom lane. There's just two members just eyeing on Nats. But either slowing down and taking them down. Meanwhile, up top, Dominic DR is doing AR is doing some work. Clearing an objective in a turret up top as well.
Oh, here's the blowback here coming in from RSG. It's a 1v3. Flicker Force from Lord JM means that this turret is going to go down. Both the big damage dealers of RSG are safe on mid, which means RSG not giving up anything in that one.
Now, very clean take, very clean trade. Now, we have the second item for the Beatrix now available. Does have 400 gold lead over the Claude, which is not the biggest of deals, especially with that, what happened to Minana Evos, but it still is a problem. As RSG are now grouping up, they want to take the middle route.
Speaking of the route that we're looking, the gold building on the two marksmen onto this match, Minana Evos and RSG Philippines. Just waiting for chances by just taking the pick out of the Astral Echo. And this is one thing also they wanted to capitalize on. Where would you even find Light? Where would you even have the setup if you're up against two CC heroes to completely take you even just far behind in the back line? That's one of the also they're trying to count. Look at the positioning of Boyet AR, even Lord JM. They're covering more of the border just in case they get crossed.
Yeah, the front line here for Minana now paying off. Now that we're reaching almost 10 minutes in the game, Boyet, Brusco, and of course Lord JM, that's a tough trio to take down. You're gonna need a lot of DPS to burn through him.
Yeah, but 4-man has been revealed. Oh, that's the jump. Brusco misses.
Nice try from Brusco. Here's Domeng Do with a blazing duet straight to Eman, and no resistance whatsoever from the RSG gold laner.
Oh, speaking of the gold, and now it's just MINANA EVOS looking for a way to take this objective for themselves. A conceal from
4v5.
Brusco.
The 4v5 right now. I'm not sure what RSG is going to do here, but they are in trouble. Aqua's also very far behind. Revealed by the Astral Echo. Here comes the team fight. Boom! One big last insanity there. We'll make sure Lord JM goes down, but the turtle is still up for grabs. RSG's members are now low on HP. Will Irad get it? Good positioning here from MINANA, and they get that Lord.
Yeah. And another follow-up goes to with a projectile. Brusco trying to bounce back out. Nats as well using the poke. Wow, still Lightus was the only casualty for that one.
And definitely now it's MINANA's turn. You see that the jump coming up from Doming eliminated Eman immediately, and that's great. Now he has the lead with no Wind of Nature inside for Eman, whereas there will be Wind of Nature available for Doming AR. Additionally, they forced the retribution onto Ira. That's why Ira didn't stand a chance during the 50-50 battle against the Lord, because he didn't have the retribution anyways.
But also, someone is being taunted here. Look at that. Nats being targeted by
No
Boy and
immortality
AR.
for Nats.
Last
Yeah.
insanity being used for safety though. Still maintaining the whole top lane. Oh, flicker on the penalty zone.
Oh my god.
That's Olden crushing down Lord JM. A fall up as well. Immobilized. Boy and AR is trying to go back. No, he won't escape. Eman makes the final shot.
You got to bring up that dodge from Nats. You saw that,
Yes.
right? He flickered out of penalty zone range.
Exactly.
Beautiful re-engage from RSG.
They got baited so much. And that was going to be a good turnaround for RSG. They have taken back the tempo of the game. Might be even pushing for a steal on the purple.
We're equal. We're definitely equal here on this game. And to me, that's a good sign for MINANA, you know? Taking it equal at this point,
Yeah.
that's an achievement.
Yeah, speaking of achievements, Light has been there in that bush, waiting for the right opportunity. But now they just take on to this first-tier turret in mid. Oh, they're not letting go of yet. Just as the second, MINANA still holds this lane.
Holding steady right now is going to be RSG, waiting for everyone to get back into form here. RSG's also kind of on the clock here. They're waiting for Irad to get in a good position to go berserk on that Decimate. He's 2-0-0, but like we mentioned in the beginning of the game, we got 3 beefy boys here for MINANA. It's hard to get those guys down to low HP.
That'll be a very close match, and this is what we wanted between two teams. But of course, the Lord Dances matter so much, and the next Lord Dance can happen in 42 seconds. You have to be waiting for your immortalities if you're RSG.
Especially Nats, who seem to be lacking that immortality at 13 minutes. That's not a good sign.
He does have it, but it was popped early.
Yeah, don't have it yet.
Oh, look at that Doming TR.
Doming,
AR.
what?
He just melted that turret quickly up top. Just few seconds. He only needs a space and time to just keep on pushing.
Man, that was fast. I know Claude by lore is a thief, but that was faster even by by our standards.
Yep. Okay. Wave clear. I think this is just MINANA EVOS making their way to the base of RSG. Although we were kind of thinking, how will this mix go? I think with all the items being built up, and as Wolf said, we're on a steady pace of the game, which is actually close. I think they have all the tabs in check.
It's going to be a setup for the Lord, and feels like it will be an even matchup. But Nats already losing the Firago armor. This is bad.
Oh,
they
no.
don't even have the bench rage now.
They're gonna have to TP back and reset here. And MINANA, they seem to be happy. Doming is in position. He is up front alongside Boyet, JM, and Brusco. So, yeah, that's going to be a Lord secured here for MINANA. Looking really good right now. Here, it's going to go down.
They lost the jungler, but MINANA EVOS having the lead on their side. They also have a push and the eye on this purple for themselves.
It's looking bad now for RSG. MINANA EVOS won the 2 Lord fights.
Wow, that is just something. What I see different from Doming here, he plays a lot more confidently. I think he knows that he is 2K behind or ahead of Eman, and he's making Eman feel it. And he's making everyone from RSG feel it right now.
Eman, oh no. the plan is to protect Eman. Are they slowly failing at this point, Wolf?
Definitely. For RSG, they're not able to utilize Emma to his full potential. Like the usage of the ultimates, right? It's premature, typically for RSG, and that means that they are getting poked down and they are losing control of the game.
And they've been forcing Light onto that Primal Wrath so often before the game starts. I think Minana, they know the flow now, right? Force some ultimates from Light, force some ultimates from Nats, and then re-engage. It looks so good for them.
Yeah, re-engage and disengage. That's the taunt also. And they're just holding their own protection in their base. So I think RSG is still buying time as well. But into the late game, this is clearly insurance for MINANA EVOS, making all of their heroes work, even for damage.
Okay, MINANA EVOS, what they can do now is just wait for the next Lord. They have a massive advantage over RSG. And the fact that they have the Claude against RSG, that's already a lot of their team fight. A lot of the team fight that they can easily win. A lot of big part of the team fight that they can easily win. Because they have AoE damage. Whereas for RSG, they do have it. And it should come from the Beatrix. But it kind of feels like RSG are not being on point with the usage of their Beatrix.
Yeah, even by just looking at the item build of Edith for Light, we're actually waiting for most of the initiations could come from Edith. But one thing that also they're not sacrificing is if Light keeps being taken down most of the time, the only thing they can rely on for a setup is actually even for Irad or Aqua. But it's a big of a responsibility to even just share.
Yeah.
Even on this late game entry.
Speaking of late game, it's perfect late game right now for Lancy and as well as Doming. Minana's lineup has reached the point where, yeah, everyone's just happy. Make sure the fight is engaged on by JM or Boyet, and make sure that Brusco can kind of just take someone by surprise. And again, force one ultimate. Speaking of one ultimate revealed the whole of RSG in that alleyway.
Wow, good vision check. That's Lancy AR doing the work. But how can they hold this Lord Dance? Will they be able to even secure this one? Nats has the immortality, Light has the immortality. We're looking for possible layers of setups. Where or what is the call for the entry? But revealed again.
Oh my god, Lancy.
5 of them.
Revealed.
Echoes.
5 of them revealed.
Beautiful.
Wow, and they're just making their way through the back line. Amazing control on the micro here. Being able to switch their places. And it's still a Lord Dance. Nobody's approaching. Even Aqua says, hey, I need to go to the base just in case, because the push that Doming AR is doing is getting them goosebumps as of now.
Yeah, the stare down is now over as they have pulled the trigger. There goes the last insanity by Nats already. Lord JM already diving in as well. Boyet securing that Lord, but will they secure the fight? Light's gonna go down, immortality. Brusco with a Tyrant's Rage. How does he have that again? And that just might be it. One by one, these RSG members are falling. Irad, can he survive long after Boyet and Lord JM are done with him? I don't think so.
It'll be a push for sure. MINANA EVOS. What a great Lord Dance. Utilizing Doming. And of course, the kit of Lancy. The ultimate. Everybody was spotted.
Wow.
Oh, what a dodge.
Nats trying to hold on.
Not enough.
Really hard.
It's over.
It's over. My god. It is going to be a 1-0 and MINANA EVOS starting off strong in this series.
This winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor, FWD Life Insurance. And you see MINANA EVOS celebrate their first point against RSG Philippines. They have been finding their groove and slowly getting back on their feet in game number 1. They're having the advantage. They're finally having the confidence to continue with this match.